Hi, everybody, welcome back into Bite Time. Harry McCullough here. It is that time of year again, where people are getting out and about and going down the Grand Isle and swimming in their backyards. And it's a whole lot of fun, but there is some awareness to be had. And for that, we have Nicole Bourgeois, the founder of the Blue Boot Rodeo and Raleigh John's Blue Boot Foundation. So, Nicole, thank you so much for being with us. I know this is an emotional time of the year for you, but it's you got a mission now, and it's very important. Can you tell us a little bit about where this came from and what the Blue Boot Club is?
Yes, sir. So on June 30th, 2018, tragically, Riley was found in our neighbor's swimming pool. CPR was administered, and the paramedics came. He was lifted to Children's Hospital, and on July 2nd, he could not overcome his injuries to a drowning, so he did gain his heavenly wings and went on to heaven. So since we knew we didn't want anyone to have to go through this tragedy, and so we've started the Riley John's Blue Boot Foundation as well as Rodeo to help raise our funds to keep the foundation going.
Yeah, and it's been very successful. I told you we were down in Grand Isle a year ago, and we saw everybody going on. So the Blue Boot Rodeo is July 7th through 9 in Grand Isle. You got a lot of events, but the money goes, like I say, to a great cause. So again, July 7th through the 9th down in Grand Isle. So not this weekend; it'll be the 4th of July weekend, the following weekend after 4th of July. So everybody can take that week off and stay around for that. We've seen all the rings, the life rings that are down there. That's all part of it. But raising awareness is what you're doing, right?
Yes, sir, we are. And also, whenever the state park does open back up, we do have a life vest station stand that people are allowed to use them. We ask that you return the life vests once they are used and you're done with them as well. With Grand Isle, we also help them as far as scholarships for their high school and to bring to their sports as well.
Yeah, we have some video. Obviously, you had to replace some of the fencing that the life rings were on because of Ida. These are the new ones. You've had the pilings that have been donated because everybody knows it's such a great cause. But there's 30,
Actually, 85.
85 rings that are around Grand Isle. And look, anybody that's been in that surf knows how quickly things can happen. But let's talk a little more about what is going on at the event. So you're going to be raising money for these life rings. You have a Stop Drowning Now program. So tell me a little bit about what y'all going to be doing.
Sure. So actually, the rodeo is to raise funds for our foundation. On the Thursday is just fishing. On Friday we fish as well, and then there's a cornhole tournament on Friday evening with a band. On Saturday morning, we have bingo and mimosas in the morning, and then fishing and award ceremony at that, and the rodeo closes out with junior lacrosse. We do have a kids zone as well throughout the rodeo, and we have a little Riley's treasure chest that we put on as well to get little trinkets and those kinds of things. To talk about the Stop Drowning Now, it's just a national board that I'm part of that we do bring water safety education awareness to our locals, high schools, elementary schools, and whoever we can get the message out to about water safety.
Right. And you work with Joe Ogeron, who, again, I'll probably see him this weekend when we're down there, Act 722. So tell me what that is.
Yes, sir. So we wanted to bring water safety education to our public schools, and so Mr. Joe Ogeron reached out to us actually about doing this. So we went several times to Baton Rouge to the different committees to promote our foundation and as well as how important water safety is in our community as well as our state. And we were able to get that passed on the first round. And what it is for health and PE teachers to teach some type of water education to our K through 12 students.
Yeah, it's so important. We were talking before because even if you just drive around Louisiana, there's a bayou right next to you, there's a lake, there's a gulf, there's something that everybody needs to know how to swim. Tell me about how you can flip tragedy into something like this.
Yes, sir. So I just have to give it to family, God's grace, and we don't want you to have to go through what we went through. And so that's what our driving mission is.
And you've been very successful at it, right? Tell me about the foundation.
Yes, sir. So it was started in 2019, actually, to promote water safety education, drowning prevention, and of course to remember Riley and his blue boots, because he loved to wear his blue boots around, and so that's how we got the name Blue Boot Foundation.
Yeah, I remember seeing them. I was like, that's a cool T-shirt. I had no idea when I'm looking at it, right, a couple of years ago, and going, I need, you're thinking of Salt Life, you just think, oh, then it was like, oh my God, it's really cool. So you guys have raised a lot of money over the years and donated a lot of money.
Yes, sir. We have. Since 2019, we've donated over $60,000 to our local community, as well as given scholarships to South Lafourche and Central Lafourche, as that is my husband and I's alma mater. We also have water safety cords that we give out at all of our events as well. We've partnered with Children's Water Safety Awareness to aid in their Life Jacket for Life program, as well as helping them with their swimming lessons and CPR.
Yeah, so, this can happen to anybody. And we've talked about it. There've been a few tragedies this year and the last couple of years a lot of people have talked about. So, I guess it always helps to raise awareness, but there's always more to be done.
Yes, sir, there is. Drowning usually happens when the children are not expected to be in the water, and so just be vigilant when you and your children or anyone is around the water, and always check the water first if a child goes missing. Drowning is the #1 leading cause of accidental death in children ages 1 through 4.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, the Blue Boot Rodeo will be down in Grand Isle, July 7th through the 9th in Grand Isle. And again, you'll do the life rings, Stop Drowning Now. We'll have the mimosas, and then we'll have the big band. So, Nicole, thank you so much. We appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
All right. We'll be right back with more Bite Time right after this.